It was said to have happened 1,000 years later, yet Frey Raon, the one who succeeded the fallen hero, still struggled to understand the impact of starlight on the world. Even now, he often wondered if the path he had chosen that day, guided by a glimpse of the future, had truly been the right one. The story began with Frey handing his sword to the Demon King. The Demon King, a woman of commanding presence, regarded him with a cold smile and asked if he had finished settling matters, had now come to offer even his weapon. She remarked that, thanks to him, the true demons had no purpose left to serve. With a tone of mockery, she accused him of joining her to destroy the world while pretending to be a hero, turning against his own family and friends in an act of betrayal that had no precedent. Frey responded with a faint smile, saying it was an honor to be acknowledged by her. She gently tilted his chin upward, her expression sharp. "Do you really think this is praise?" she asked. Continuing, she observed that for someone who would make such choices, the outcome was unsurprising. She assured him that, as promised, she would make him her subordinate. Frey, keeping his composure, thanked her and stated that this had been the only path left to him. The Demon King, her demeanor unchanged, mentioned that her army had likely already dealt with any remaining opposition. She noted that the world's end was now inevitable. Later, Frey was seen sitting alone, his head lowered as he reflected on the state of the world. He spoke softly to himself about how familiar places were falling apart and how the people he cared about had suffered because of his actions. A flashback showed an encounter with Kanya, a sorcerer with dark magic. She asked Frey if harming everyone in the mansion had brought him any sense of peace. Tears streamed down her face as she admitted regret for her inability to stop him. Holding a dagger to her side, she declared that she would watch over him as he faced the consequences of his choices. She made her decision and collapsed to the floor, leaving Frey standing there in silence. The scene shifted to a battlefield where Irina Filiard, a red-haired Grand Mage, fought valiantly despite being injured. Arrows lodged in her shoulder, she pushed through the pain, lamenting the relentless onslaught of the Demon King's army. She expressed frustration that no matter how hard she fought, it seemed endless. Irina remarked that if sacrificing her life could stop the world's destruction, it would be a small price to pay. Seeing Frey amidst the chaos, she demanded to know why a hero like him was leading the enemy. With sorrow in her eyes, she conjured a powerful spell and called herself a fool for ever believing in him. In a final act of defiance, she unleashed her magic, engulfing the area in light. The narrative then moved to a castle. A young woman lay unconscious on the floor, surrounded by monstrous creatures. Her fate, like many others, had been sealed in the wake of Frey's choices. For 1,000 years, the Empire had stood strong against foreign invaders, never yielding. Yet, Princess Klana Solar Sunshine couldn't fathom that it would ultimately fall at the hands of the one she had trusted